Women aren't the problem. Men are. Yep, I said it. Men, you are the problem. We're going to talk about why that is. Some may agree, some may not, but I don't care. It's my opinion. Let's get into it. Women aren't the problem, men are. Why is that? Well, the first thing you gotta ask is, who are you talking about? How am I the problem? I know what you're thinking. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm actually not saying that all men are the problem. I'm gonna say, simps are the problem. Simpy, wimpy ass, sorry, no backbone, trashy men who've made these laws, who listen to their wives, bought into the narrative, and just completely trying to simp their way into some woman. Anytime you want to find a man's motivation, you can 9 times out of 10 is behind a woman somewhere. And this is the result that we have. We have society as what it exists today. Right? Simps. Those men are the problem. Men are the problem. Here's the reason why I say men are the problem and not the women. The reason I say that is because women don't control anything. If you think about it, they don't actually control anything. And if they don't actually control anything, they don't create it, they don't build it, they don't maintain it. So if they haven't done anything, how do they have so much influence on society? Now, on one hand, you can say, well, consumerism. Sure, they got the power when it comes to that. They love spending money on different things, of course. But how are they able to get laws passed, right? Our social structure, how are they able to influence that at such an efficient rate? The men. They're the ones who's doing it. These sorry men. And that's something I really want to get into. Because the thing is, in my opinion, women don't change. They're the same all over the world. Even for the passport bros. Women are the same all over the world. I don't care what you say. They're the same all over the world. The only thing is the amount of access she actually has. Depending on the level of access she has is depending on how she's going to carry out how she moves. Right? If we award her a certain level of safety and security, well, then she's going to act out within that realm. A chick with a whole lot less or a whole lot less access, she's going to be a lot more humble in what it is that she wants. Whereas a woman with plenty access, social media, education, money, men, right? Like in America, she's going to be a lot more spoiled, as you see today. Everything is relative, but women have been the same across thousands of years. They've always been influencing men on the back end because they can't physically manipulate the physical environment. So if you're thinking on it from a survival standpoint, women can't actually manipulate the physical environment. Men do that. So how have women throughout all this time, if they haven't been able to build anything, how do they actually survive? They survive through manipulation. They manipulate the manipulators of the environment. Does that make sense? You can't she can't chop down that tree and build a shelter, but you can, right? What makes you get up and go chop down that tree to build that shelter when you can, go live in a cave somewhere? It's that notion of that woman. It's the notion of that woman and those children and saying, I want to build a shelter near an area where we have food, where we have water, where we have access to make life more comfortable. And instead of having to go to a cave way off on the side of a mountain somewhere, I'm going to go and set up a home in an ideal location where we can actually have access to all these resources in a convenient location. Travel time is a lot shorter. So that's what I want you to think about. And that's the power that women have. They have that power because they need that power. The only thing is, you have to keep that power in check. You keep that power in check by keeping yourself in check. You need to keep you in check, because if that ability that she has get out of control, well, then bad things tend to happen. Like what you see here in America. Men are indecisive. You beat down men. Men are going to jail for some of the most ridiculous things. Things that are unproven, untrue, money getting robbed from them left and right. And women have no qualms about it. No qualms. That's why they don't fight for those rights and say, well, that's wrong, because if they do that, well, that takes away their benefits. And trust me, they want those benefits. So yeah, that's what that whole situation is about. Men, and honestly, you can flip it to the other side and say, well, men need to keep that stuff in check too. Men, you have to keep yourself in check too, because you can abuse certain levels of power. Men have done it in the past plenty of times, abusing women, you know? You can say the same thing. They've been abusing women. They've been assaulting women in different ways. You have to be able to have that wherewithal that this is a privilege to have, and to be able to take life seriously the way that you move. That is so important. We both have to keep things in check. The only problem is women can't actually fight back if men are to get out of control. So we have to have a certain level of character about ourselves and handle things responsibly. A lot of dudes don't. A lot of dudes take on those feminine traits, which gets them out of control. You have to have the character within you to have self-control and learn to have limits for yourself. It's the only way you're going to be able to improve and get better in life. If you want to be the best version of yourself, have discipline in yourself. Then you can have discipline in your actions, and then you will see the results that you want to see. We don't have discipline now. That's why things are so out of whack. It's why women have so much influence now, because men don't have the discipline and the wherewithal to say, no, we're not going to do that. Enough is enough. Now, I hear what you said. Let me go talk to this man over here and see what's going on. We so driven by our loins and our need to please women and to look appealing rather than doing the work that's required, right? Instead of doing the actual work and performing to the highest level, we want to nice our way into it. That's what simps do. That's the simp methodology. Nice your way into it. You don't want to perform. You just want to nice your way into it. You don't want to learn and grow within yourself. You want to nice your way into it. That'll get her. Stupid, man. They're idiots. And that's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate thing. I really do wish men decide to, at some point, grow up. As a whole, grow up. And like nature deems necessary, weed out the ones that are weak. That's how it has to be. But that's going to be another video. We're going to talk about that one. That's a whole different discussion. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share it. Also, let me know what you think on this. Go in the comment section and let me know, what do you think the problem is? Is it the women? Is it the simps? Is it what the simps are doing? Is it what the women are doing? I don't know. You tell me. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.